Surviving an assassination attempt in plain sight, former President Trump's close call shocked the nation. Who was the shooter, and what drove them to target Trump so dramatically? As investigators delve into the motive behind Thomas Matthew Crook's actions, ordinary Americans became heroes, risking their safety to aid the injured. How did this dramatic event unfold, and what does it mean for our nation's security? Overnight, a shocking and harrowing incident occurred involving former President Donald Trump. He was seen walking off his plane just hours after surviving a dramatic assassination attempt during a public appearance. The event unfolded with shots ringing out, forcing Trump to duck down quickly. Secret Service agents sprang into action, rushing to his side and forming a protective shield around him. At the same time, other officers clad in tactical gear and armed with long guns positioned themselves at the front of the stage to provide additional security. The scene was chaotic but well handled by Trump's security detail, who swiftly lifted him from the ground. Despite the ordeal, Trump raised his fist in a gesture of defiance and solidarity, even though his ear and face were bloodied. This brave gesture aimed to reassure the crowd that he was still standing strong. Following this, the Secret Service moved him into an awaiting SUV to ensure his safety. Another angle of the incident captured Secret Service agents reacting with remarkable speed and precision to the shots fired. Later, the former president took to his Truth Social account to share his experience. He revealed that he was shot, with a bullet piercing the upper part of his right ear. Trump described the moment vividly, recounting how he immediately knew something was wrong when he heard a whizzing sound, followed by the sensation of a bullet ripping through his skin. A photo from the New York Times captured the harrowing moment, showing what appeared to be a bullet whizzing by his ear. This image underscored the narrow escape Trump had from a potentially fatal injury. An observer commented on the situation, stating, "If he had not moved his head at that nick of time, it could have been a lot worse." This sentiment highlighted the narrow margin by which the former president avoided a more serious injury or even death. Trump also extended his condolences to the family of a rally attendee who was tragically killed and to another person's family who was badly injured in the chaos. He mentioned that the man beside him suffered a gunshot wound to the head and was instantly killed, illustrating the deadly seriousness of the attack. President Joe Biden, upon learning about the tragic events, condemned the shooting in strong terms. He stated, "There's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. We cannot allow for this to be happening. We cannot condone this." Biden's response emphasized the need for unity and a collective stand against such acts of violence, regardless of political affiliations. A video emerged showing the body of the alleged assassin on the roof of a building, located roughly 150 yards from where Trump was speaking. A witness provided a chilling account to BBC News, describing how he saw the shooter crawling up the roof of a nearby building in a bear crawl position. The witness said, "We noticed the guy crawling up the roof of the building beside us. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle." And the police are like, "Huh? What?" Like they didn't know what was going on. I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? This account painted a picture of initial confusion and disbelief among the crowd and law enforcement. The witness continued, describing the critical moment. "Next thing you know, 5 shots rang out." This remark highlighted the sudden and terrifying escalation of the situation. Early the next morning, the FBI identified the gunman as Thomas Matthew Crooks, a 20-year-old from Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. Despite identifying the shooter, the motive behind his attempt to kill former President Trump remains unclear. The FBI is now leading an extensive investigation involving the Secret Service, ATF, and state and local law enforcement agencies in Butler, Pennsylvania. The investigation revealed that the alleged gunman killed 1 spectator and gravely injured 2 others. A law enforcement official stated, "This evening we had what we're calling an assassination attempt against our former president, Donald Trump. Information about the 2 other victims remains limited, but it is known that they were both gravely injured and are currently receiving treatment. Their identities and the extent of their injuries have not been disclosed at this time." Remarkably, rally attendees risked their own safety to help the injured, carrying them down the stands to waiting ambulances despite the ongoing danger. This act of bravery and solidarity among the crowd demonstrated a strong sense of community and support during a moment of crisis. In the aftermath of the shooting, Law enforcement established a significant presence around the building where the shooter was positioned. Investigators set up a ladder to access the roof, where they are meticulously collecting evidence related to the shooting. This comprehensive investigative effort aims to uncover more details about the shooter's motives, the planning behind the attack, and any possible accomplices or broader threats. For more updates, stay connected with us.